everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I've got a Jimmy Butler build for you. This is just after they won game 1 in their semi-final matchup against the 76ers, in which they played very well as a team. So I've chosen to do Jimmy Butler, so make sure he's a small forward, and we'll move on. So for the body settings, you want to keep the height at 6'7". That's what he's listed at, so I found that was the perfect height for the build anyway. And now for the weight, you want to drop that to just above the minimum. So the minimum's 180, but bumping it up to 186 is the maximum weight I've found where it doesn't affect the layout of the attributes once you put them on. And I think the extra size just helps on defense because this will be a defense heavy build. So you want as much weight as you can without sacrificing anything. So make sure the weight's 186. And then for wingspan, I'm not sure what his wingspan is. I think from research it's about average, so around the same as his height. That's about average for people. But on the game, I was able to push it up to 7'4", so you're going to have really long arms, which will be great for defense. And it's important because we want perimeter defense up to 95 and steel to 96 to get some Hall of Fame badges. So that's why the wingspan's that long. Body shape's up to you. And we'll move on to the attributes. So for close shot, we just want to bump that to 54. That's just gets pushed up with mid-range, which we'll upgrade later. Now for layup, we want to push that to 89 just to unlock all the gold layup badges. So that's just a sweet spot. Layups aren't something that people do often. In rec or park, you're generally trying to dunk the ball. Layups seem to get blocked really easily, but you get some good badges. Fearless finish is a pretty good badge, on fast breaks especially. And slithery finish is great to have as well. So 89 driving layup just pushes the badge points up to 10 as well. So that's why I put it there. In terms of driving dunk, now Jimmy Butler, he's not really known for his athleticism, particularly now, and his ability to posterize people, but I was able to push the driving dunk to 85. So with this build, you will get contact dunks, just the pros, and you will be able to unlock both the alley-oop dunk packages. So make sure driving dunk's at 85. Now you are 6'7", so you do need a bit of standing dunk, I believe. It's really handy when you get a late pass on a backdoor cut or a late pass on a fast break and you're standing right under the rim. Just having it 45 enables you to unlock both the standing dunk packages, just the basic ones, and it just helps, get quick, easy 2 points rather than putting up a layup and getting blocked. So that's why I put standing dunk at 45. Now he does post up a little bit, so I chose to put post control to 68, just to unlock the 20 finishing badges. That is a part of his scoring. He can't really blow by defenders as easily anymore, so posting up's definitely in his arsenal. So I chose to put that to 68. Now for shooting, we want to push that to 1 below the max for the mid-range, so 83. That's definitely where he scores most of his jump shots from, in the mid-range. He's not a great 3-point shooter anymore. He used to be about just above average, if not average, in his prime, but now he shoots under 30%. And as such, we'll only put 3-point shot to 79. So you will have 24 badges, which is still quite a lot, and you will have just about everything at least silver. You do get Hot Zone Hunter Hall of Fame, which is a great badge as well. But everything else will be silver, so catch and shoot, dead eye, limitless spot up. So you will be able to hit probably from corners and around the elbow of the 3-point line. That will be your main areas of hitting threes. But yeah, you still should be okay with the 24 badges and the 79 3-point shot, as long as you've got a good jump shot that you know. Now for free throw, he does shoot about 85% from the free throw line, which is pretty good, and I was able to get it to 82 with the stats I had left. Now for playmaking, he has been known to drop triple doubles here and there, and he is a primary playmaker for the Heat. So I wanted to get playmaking reasonably high, so I put pass accuracy to 80. I just unlocked silver dimer, and ball handle to 80 as well to get the 17 badges. And speed with ball, we just want to pop that to the max, which is 77. So at 6'7", you won't be blisteringly quick, It's hard to make a 6-7 player really quick, but I have a small forward with around the same speed, and I don't find any trouble getting past players, so you still should be okay with those stats. But that's playmaking. Now for defense, this is really what the build's really good at. So we're going to max out perimeter defense to 95 to get Hall of Fame clamps and Hall of Fame menace. So you're going to have all these badges Hall of Fame. So, pick dodgers included in that. If you play 5v5s, defensive leader's a really great badge if your center doesn't have it. So they're all Hall of Fame. And for steel, we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to bump that to 96 to get Hall of Fame pickpocket and Hall of Fame interceptor. So with a 7'4" wingspan, you should really be able to clamp up opposition players really easily. Now for block, he doesn't average a heap of blocks, but because this build is a defensive build, I wanted to get that as high as I could, and I pushed it to 83 just to unlock the extra badge point at 19. And you will have things like Gold Intimidator. For a perimeter defender, that's really great to have. Stop jump shots, closeouts. You got Chase Down Artist Gold, Rim Protector is now silver. So even though you won't have interior defense, if you put Rim Protector on, you will have some ability to protect the rim. So that's there if you like that as well. For offensive rebound, push that to 42. You won't get a heap of offensive boards. So I don't want to put that too high, but Jimmy Butler has been known to get triple doubles, so he does get rebounds. And I decided to put defensive rebound to 72. So that just unlocks Rebound Chaser Bronze at 71, and also an extra badge point once you get it to 72. So that's there, a bit of rebounding there if you like that. For speed, I want to push the speed to 77 and acceleration to 77. Like I said before, he's not incredibly fast anymore. He definitely values skill more than speed at his age. So I think 77 speed and acceleration is okay. You do have the wingspan at 7'4", and you've got perimeter defense, which is your lateral quickness at 95, and speed with ball 77 anyway. So I don't think you're losing anything with that. It'll just affect leaking out on fast breaks. In terms of vertical, we want to put that to 75 to unlock the dunk packages we want, so the contact dunks, the alley-oops, and all the other packages you can get. And for the rest, we just want to put that all on stamina for 89 stamina. So that's the build. So in total we have 20 finishing, 24 shooting, 24 playmaking, and 23 defensive badges for a total of 91 badges. On a pure lockdown build that can shoot from the perimeter at a decent rate, finish at the rim, so it's got two methods of scoring. It can playmake a bit, it can control the ball, hit teammates, but its main thing is defense, and it's got Hall of Fame defense. So I think it's a really great build for defenders out there looking to do a bit of everything as well as defend really well. Then this would be the build for you. So we'll move on to the takeovers. So, Jimmy Butler, his primary weapon when he came into the NBA was being able to clamp opposition players. So I put extreme clamps as a primary takeover, and just a secondary takeover, just a scoring type of takeover. Pull up precision, he really hits a lot from the mid-range. You could put a slashing one. That would be something that would work as well for Jimmy Butler, but I just thought pull up precision. When I watch him, I see him pull up a lot. So as we can see, you've made a two-way mid-range facilitator, shades of Jimmy Butler, Dylan Brooks, and Latrell Sprewell. So even the game recognises it's a lot like Jimmy Butler. And saying that, we'll move on to the badges. So for finishing, think just the core finishing badges. So limitless takeoff, unstrippable on bronze, just to help keep the ball. Slippery finisher, posterizer, and fearless finisher. I think is a really great badge for layups. And with the two you have left, it's really up to you. If you don't really want to do layups too much, you can always drop that down and get a few more badge points. You can put things on like back down punisher if you want to play in the post. You've got drop stepper there. You've got fast switch to help on those standing dunks. There's a lot there to play with. If it was me, I think it'd be fun to play a bit in the post. So you could put bronze, drop stepper bronze post spin. and bronze back down punisher, and then have something like fast twitch to help if you ever get stuck under the rim. So that could be a cool layout to go with. Now for shooting, he isn't a great 3-point shooter, but I'm gonna put this one more towards what you'll play like in game. So we want just the core ones again, so catch and shoot, hot zone hunter, sniper, limitless spot up, green machine, deadeye, and then you've got 3 left to play with. So you could put on corner specialist just to help, because this may be a bit of a corner camp build, so you can put that on along with hot zone hunter to make sure you just never miss in the corner. That could be a good one to go with. There's other things like slippery off ball, which is really handy to have. You know, lucky 7 is a good badge. So yeah, that's probably the layout I would go with. Now for playmaking, again, just the core ones: bullet passer, hyperdrive, quick first step, unpluckable, needle threader, glue hands, dimer, downhill to help with those fast breaks, and handles for days. Now, I recognise there are some badges that people might like. I particularly like tight handles. I think that really makes a difference when trying to dribble around players. Stop and go also. If you like doing the step backs into a crossover, I like doing them. So when I create the build, I might put a few more badges into playmaking just to get some of those badges. But that would be the starting layout I would go with. Now in defense, this is really what the build's known for. So, you know, we've pushed things to pushed attributes high enough to get things Hall of Fame. So we want Pickpocket Hall of Fame, Clamps Hall of Fame, you know, Tireless Defender's just great to have on bronze. And then I would try and get, you know, Interceptor Gold. Menace is a really great badge, can really affect shooters. So get that gold. You know, Pick Dodger as well can get that gold. So that could be a really good layout to really lock down the player you're playing on. If you wanted to be a bit more of a help defender, you could definitely drop these 2 Hall of Fame badges down a bit. You can get things like Rim Protector on bronze, maybe Pogo Stick just to help on rebounds as well as blocks. You know, you got Box Out, Intimidator, so that could be a really great layout to go a more balanced type of defender. So all in all, that's the build. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a really great day.